Hello everyone, welcome back to the Opulent Life. This is Ozzy here again. It's been a while, so I hope you guys are all doing really well. And I've had a change of office, so that's why you're seeing a little bit of a different lighting setup here. I'm using natural lighting today. And so yeah, we're gonna give it a go with this new setup and let's see how it works. So today I have an unboxing slash review for you guys. So this is a Ciga design watch in its box right now that I'll be unboxing and reviewing for you. Now the reason why I'm calling this a different kind of review is because I've owned this watch for about 6 months, and then I decided to do the unboxing and review for you guys so that I can give you guys an unbiased and accurate opinion on the performance and long-term use of this watch, rather than just getting it in the mail, opening it up and giving you a biased, excited version of the review where I'm overly positive and perhaps very excited, and my excitement might overlook the fact that the watch may have some negatives. And that's certainly what happened to me on the Yema Rallygraph review. You guys may remember I was very excited and I thought it was a great watch, but unfortunately after 15 days the watch broke and I had to send it back. So that really was not very authentic, and because of that reason, especially with the newer micro brands, I've decided that I will first buy the watch, keep it for a few months, see how it works out long term, and then do a review and unboxing. So it's not a true unboxing, but it's kind of a post usage unboxing and review. So hopefully you guys will like this format, and this way I'll be able to give you a more accurate account of how it felt like owning the watch and if I ran into any issues. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So this is the box. This is how it comes in. It's a cardboard box, Ciga design written on it on both sides, just some regular recycling markings and all that. On the back you have the barcode and everything, and sorry, it's got a beat up a little bit in the move. So here it is. Let's open it up. So what happens is open it up and this is what comes out. You get 2 pieces of styrofoam, and then inside you have kind of like a booklet design, which is a rather unusual form of packaging, but I like the ingenuity of this. So it has Ciga design written in silver over it. You have a little bit of the watch's skeletonized face in the center that's embossed with some lines going out radially. You can see it won the German Design Award in 2020, and they've written that proudly over here on the side. And then on the back side, you just have some Facebook and all those pages. And then you have some the barcodes and where it was manufactured. So this is manufactured in China. It's manufactured in Shenzhen, China, and nothing wrong with that. It's just, I think you guys should know about it. So yeah, it's the first watch on this channel that has been manufactured in China, but certainly won't be the last. If it's good, I have no issues with it. It doesn't have to be Swiss made for it to be amazing. So let's take it out. Book outside, and here's the book. So inside says Skeleton Mechanical Watch Z series. You can see the watch is outlined a little bit more in detail on this page. Sorry for the shadows. That's certainly something I'm going to work on for the next video to improve the lighting situation here. But yeah, so when you open it up, you're presented with the watch face and 2 sets of straps. Now, disclaimer here. When the watch came, it came with a leather strap, black leather strap, and a black rubber strap. This red strap I bought separately, and it came in a different packaging, which is this. So I ordered this separately from the manufacturer. I ordered the watch from Amazon, but I got this from the manufacturer. And what I've done is, like, the leather strap, in my opinion, doesn't go very well with this watch, so I decided to put it on another watch and use it on my old Guess fashion watch whose strap was just destroyed. I actually have it here, so I had to like change it, so I used that for that instead. And I feel that the rubber strap really looks good on this watch, so I bought the red one because I like the color red, and I think that would suit the watch really nicely. And I also kept the black ones in the box here to show you guys, so apologies for that. I'll try to find another time to show you guys the leather strap too. I know some people may like it more. But yeah, so on this side you have the watch, and on the left side you have all the specifications written. And that's really good. So you have the specification written in the form of a book, and I'm going to read out some of those in a bit, but let's look at the watch first. So it comes out like this, has some plastic coating on it. I'm going to go ahead and remove that, see if you guys can get a better look at it like this. Okay, and then I was actually wearing this watch, that's why I don't have anything on the wrist. So it's a quick release strap over here for both the black and red. This is the red one. You can see nice rubberized design. It's silicone material and it has Ciga design written on it, and it's a tang buckle, brushed silver, and also has Ciga design written on it too. So that's that side, and then this side you have all the holes and the markings. It's also rubberized, very, very comfortable, very strong, very stretchable. Quick release over here too, as you can see. And then this is the black one, different pattern on it. Doesn't have Ciga written on it, but more of a diamond style pattern, as you can see. There you go. Very, very comfortable, very nice. And then this side actually has Ciga written on it, if you can see, but it's a little bit more subtle than the red one. Yeah, so both of these work really well. I'm actually gonna put one of these on, show you. So let's go ahead, put the red one on. So you just simply put one end here, press on it, goes in. Oh, sorry about that. There you go. And the other side, same process. Align one of those, and the other one you can kind of just like move around and fine. There you go, it clicks into place. All right, let's talk about the look of the watch itself. I'm not clouding the view over here. Yeah, it looks like it's still pretty easily visible. So yeah, okay. All right, so as you can see, this is a tonneau style watch. It is in black stainless steel. They call it a black DLC coating. It's completely skeletonized from the front and the case back, and it's 48 millimeters in diameter from lug to lug, and 40.8 millimeters in diameter measured. These are the, I'm just reading off the specs of this watch over here. So it's a very interesting design. It kind of looks very, very similar to the Richard Mille lineage of watches, but a little bit less bulky, and in my opinion, a little bit more wearable from the looks of it. As you can see, it's not as thick and it's not as big, so you can use it in more occasions. It's a little bit easier to wear and pull off, in my opinion, too. So what else? Let's talk about the design first, then we'll get into the detailed specs of the movement and everything. So as I just said, it's got a black DLC brush finish, front, back, left and right. You can see on the side it has Ciga design written on it and some lines. I kind of like this design. It's very subtle, very low key. And then you have on the other side, you have the crown guard with some crown guards that resemble pushers, but they're not actually pushers. They're kind of like elongated crown guards. And yeah, so you have that, and then you have a sapphire crystal, and then you have a curved sapphire crystal. Okay, and it's very, very strong. The fact that they actually used a curved sapphire crystal for this watch at this price point is amazing. And it's very, very hard. It's rated as 9 on the Mohs scale. I'm just reading the specs on the book over here. So that means it's very, very strong and resistant to force. And then on the back, however, is not sapphire crystal. You have mineral hardened glass, transparent design. And yeah, they've written that on their specification sheet also. Water resistance is only 30 meters, but I wouldn't expect you to take this watch swimming. 30 meters is enough for it to be splash resistant. That's really what you're looking for right now. And then this comes in other versions too. This is the stainless steel black DLC coated version. If you want the plain stainless steel silver finish, that's also available. You also have this available in titanium for a higher price, and we're gonna get the price in a second. But while we're at it, I'll just tell you, I got this from Amazon for about $200. The retail price on this is $259 for this version, and I believe the stainless steel is the same. I think the black one was actually a little bit more expensive in the beginning, but right now they're pretty much rated the same from what I can find on the market, $259. But if you want the titanium version, that's around $389, I believe so. And then coming back to the design over here, how they've written Ciga design, it's a sandblasted design, I forgot to mention, so it's important to know that. And then if you look at the dial itself, you can see it's got a lot of mechanical features on it. It almost looks like some kind of engine, which is exactly the look that Richard Mille fans love, like completely skeletonized, looking like a chassis. And you can see every part of the movement, including the escapement and the second hand working, and the inner workings of each of those hands. So it is really interesting. Some people don't like skeletonized watches, and if you're one of those that don't love skeletonized watches, then this watch may not be for you. However, if you are one of those that love skeleton watches, then this is exactly what you should go for. And while we're at it, let's talk about the crown guards. The crown, it does do manual wind. There is hacking, as you can see, hacking and hand winding. What movement are they using? They're using the Seagull AAA class self-winding mechanical movement. The number for that is the ST2553JK. It's got a 40R power reserve and 21,600 BPH, beats per minute. And then you have an accuracy is not great. It's minus 15 to plus 30 seconds for each day. So if you're like akin to having like higher accuracy, then this is not the watch for you. It's really just for those who love the aesthetic of the Richard Mille but don't want to spend $200,000 on it, and just a good everyday type of watch where you're not super concerned about accuracy. If you're super concerned about accuracy, then this is not the watch for you. You have to go to a different type of watch to satisfy those needs. Now, there is no loom in the dial face. As you can see, it's completely skeletonized. The minute and the hour hand are see-through hollow. And for some people, this may make the legibility a little bit harder because of the way this has been designed. Now, I have to say, on this version, where you have the black chassis and the silver gray hands with the red markers and the red seconds hand, the visibility is not bad at all. For me, it was fine. I had no issues. But I've heard people complain about this, and the one with the stainless steel case with all this, with the silver chassis, and then they have the silver hands, that makes it really hard for telling the time, because especially there's no loom on it as well. The indices are very located very much towards the edge, so it can be harder. I can understand. That's one of the reasons why for myself I chose the black DLC version, because the silver hands on the black, they make for better contrast, and the red also. So in this specific version, no issues. But yeah, this can be an issue for those who get the lighter colored versions. So yeah, and then aside from that, what else do we have to talk about? Yeah, on the case back, you can see the rotor. Not a lot of great finishing on the rotor. It's just very basic. It's the movement itself. They haven't put in any not include any customizations on it to keep the price low. But still, it's not a bad movement to look at. It's just it's not as decorated as you might expect on some higher end watches. But then again, this is not higher end. This is entry level pretty much. So you have to manage your expectations when buying a watch of this type. So yeah, and then you can see it has 4 screws if you need to take out for any reason, for repairs or servicing. So you have 4 screws. Not yeah, you're gonna need special tools to take this out. So that's the back side of it. And then what else? So it comes with a 2-year warranty if you buy from the manufacturer or from Amazon. It's got 25 jewels in it. What else was there to talk about? It is lightweight. It's not as heavy. It's about 90 grams holding it like this. So that makes it very easy to wear in everyday situations. If you have a very big bulky watch like an actual Richard Mille, it becomes hard to handle it. and then it draws a lot of attention too. So this is much better, fits underneath the cuffs too, from what I've seen. Now, owning this for 6 months, what have I discovered? I've discovered that definitely it's a very cool watch. It's very casual. It's not really meant for office wear or formal situations. Totally casual wear. And I, with the red strap, it kind of draws attention. So I prefer to wear this only on weekends. I don't wear this to the office, or I don't wear this in formal situations. And it definitely is something I'd like to keep in my collection, but I wouldn't use it as much because of the way it's designed. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just everyone's usage needs are different, and it's not as versatile with your wardrobe as you might expect. It can only work with casual clothing and not so much with semi-formal and formal clothing. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're looking for a watch that you want to wear all the time, this might not be it. If you already have a lot of other watches and you add this to your collection, then you're fine. Because in 6 months, on average, when I was in the beginning, I was wearing it about 3 to 4 times a month. Then now, these days, I'm wearing it about like once or twice a month maximum. And that's because of, wardrobe and, style and what you want to match it with. But I definitely love the red strap more. I've barely used the black one. I already have a lot of black strap watches, so with the red, this just becomes more different. They do have other colors of rubber strap. They have orange, green, blue, whatever. So you like a different color, that's fine. I definitely recommend the black DLC finish because it's just so versatile. And titanium, if you want it, if you like the extreme lightweightness of titanium, you can go for it. But that's more of a personal choice. Now, what else can we talk about this watch? So that's really it, guys. That is the review of the Ciga Design Z Series watch in black DLC. Hope you guys like this, and I definitely recommend this. Overall, in summary, based on the last 6 months of usage, I've had no issues with this watch. It keeps time accurately. The power reserve is as described, 40 hours. I've had no issues. Sometimes it even exceeds 40 hours, I might say. So no problems at all. The rubber strap, the build quality overall is excellent. No stoppages, no time loss, no problems with winding, hand winding, or using this watch in any form whatsoever. Nope, I have had no issues with legibility even. So I would say that, you should definitely consider this if you're into the Richard Mille style of watches and you want something like that in your collection, but you absolutely cannot afford $200,000. I can tell you from my experience, I'll probably never own a Richard Mille watch because of the price point. I just think that it's too much for me, at least. So this is an easy way to satisfy that itch that you have. If you want, especially if you're into racing, you may see all these F1 drivers wearing the Formula One Richard Mille watches, and you have this itch that you want something like that. And this is actually a very, very reasonable, very affordable option to satisfy that, and just keep it as part of your collection. But don't depend on this for like everyday use, because you'll run into issues with your wardrobe if you're like me. I mean, I like to match my watches with my clothing. If that's not an issue for you, then fine, but this definitely should be part of a collection. It's not part of a one watch collection. So that is my summary. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Stay tuned for more reviews. Take care. Bye bye.